Fuck cancer!
My loins got a little moist. What up,
My dick
Gypsies?
wet.
Hey, people at the back table. I feel like you have little to no feelings about cancer. I'm just fucking with you. But if you give me 5 minutes, you won't do it. If you give me 5 minutes of your attention, I will. If you give me 5 minutes of your attention, if you don't laugh, I will repay you your entry fee. Personally. So I tried to get my dad to come out to Tipsy's, and he was like, well, what kind of place is it? And I was like, it's like a biker bar, but nobody can afford motorcycles. And he said, well, how do they get there? And I said, it would appear that they just straggle in drunk and get drunker. And he's like, well, how did they leave? And I'm like, well, they kind of just fall in a ditch. Rinse and repeat. So the thing about having a big dick is that whenever you're ready to go and you're all hard and your girl turns you down, you have to look down and say, just look at all this fucking dick going to waste. Do you know how many starving whores there are in Africa that would eat this motherfucking dick in a heartbeat? Did you know that for less than the price of a cup of coffee, you could just suck this dick? You got a direct line of sight, it's pointing right at you. So when I was little, I heard my parents fucking in their bedroom, and I didn't know what sex was. And so the next day I asked my mom, what were those sounds I heard out of the bedroom? And she was like, oh honey, we just got old pipes and they make noises. And I was like, Mom, you mean to tell me that our pipes were screaming fuck it like you own it? I mean, I'm just a kid, but it sounds like we got some goddamn dirty ass pipes. We need to get a plumber. It was also around that time that I realized that my mom sucks dick. I don't know how many of you have come to that realization that your mom sucks dick. And the way I found out was I saw her doing it. But it was my dad. There wasn't any weird shit like a drifter in an alley. And I was at that age where I was just repeating shit that I'd heard my parents say. And so I said, Mom, you're going to ruin your dinner. Get that cock out of your mouth. I don't know why. I didn't know what sex was, but I knew what cock was. You know the fucked up thing about girls? In the beginning of a relationship, they will actually pretend to like to suck your dick. They will say shit like, I need your dick in my mouth right now. I need to taste your cum. But what they don't realize is that men are stupid, and we believe that shit. We didn't know that you were like just playing it up and being sexy, and I was like, does my dick taste good? I thought it was like a fucking treat. Like my girl would come home with, from work with a bad day, and I'm like, oh baby, I guess I'll let you suck it. I thought it was a gift. Like I bet it must taste like Nutella or pumpkin spice. The way these white girls get coming. But later in life, in your relationship, have you ever gotten a blowjob and the girl is sighing and rolling her eyes while she's doing it. You know, just like it's her duty. And it's like, I'm not gonna lie, when you were sighing, the air on my balls did feel good. So I appreciate that, but I wish you would take it a little more serious. But we do have a rule of not making jokes in the bedroom because it's a very serious situation. You got to keep that role playing going. And the only time I did it was I was having sex with my wife doggy style on the bed, and I was just like going at it, and then I slipped off and I fell back on the floor. But even in the air, I was still like humping. And unfortunately, I came mid-flight. And so the only time I've ever made a joke was I stood up and I was like, overall, I would give him a good performance, but he did not land that this round. I've also asked my wife if I can call her daddy. Oh wait, no. That would be weird. I asked her if she would call me daddy during sex, and she's like, no, that's fucking weird. And I was like, all right, can you just call me Papa? She said no. Okay, I actually want to do a test. So for all the guys in here, I'm going to tell you what I think that each one of you have thought at some point. And applause if you have thought this. Has your girl ever been bitching at you and you're just staring at her lips, not listening to what she's saying, and thinking, God, I wish you would just shut up and start sucking my dick. But we know that's not going to happen. A while ago, I started a GoFundMe for all my ex-girlfriends for vaginal reconstruction surgery. But it turns out all the money that I raised, and all the king's horses,
and all the king's men
couldn't put that shit together again. Whenever I was little, I was the type of kid that my parents didn't have to be hard on me. I got my hard-ons by myself. I was an accelerated kid. I've never liked going to the club because like girls are dancing like with the bottoms up style, and so it's like you're trying to meet girls, but it's just a butt. So you're like talking into her butthole like it's her ear. So where are you from? You come here much? You have a head? Wouldn't it be funny if women were into balls the way that men are into boobs? You know, it's like the way that men bought Girls Gone Wild videos, if there was a Guys Gone Nuts. And they're doing all the same shit of like, show us your balls. To like a shy, innocent guy, and he's like all sheepish the way they are. And they're like, just show us one. The same strategy that guys do. And then they're like high-fiving each other. They're like, he was shaved. Like a dirty little slut. Okay, so the next one, I want to talk about my first acid trip. And I was 16, and I was with my friend Mark that had done it a bunch. And so we did it, and then we walked around Fountain City, and we were sitting in McDonald's in Fountain City. We weren't eating, we were just like taking a load off, as you would do as a wandering tripper on foot. And you know, the most fucked up shit happens when you're tripping that you're like, this would not have happened if I was sober. So we're sitting in McDonald's, and a school bus full of retarded kids comes into McDonald's. And they just like descend into McDonald's like madmen. You know, just like romping around. You know, they don't have any like sense of personal space or social etiquette. It's like one's like drooling on me and the other one's like flailing around. Knocking French fries off tables and shit. And I looked to Mark because he was like my acid trip guide. You know, he was the experienced one, and I was like, Mark, did everyone just get retarded? Like, is the whole world retarded? Because as far as the eye can see, it's retarded people. And full disclosure, I don't want to insult anybody by using the R word, you know, mentally challenged people. But for the state I was in, it is very important to say retarded to convey the complete experience I had while tripping. And so I was like, is the whole world retarded? And then I was like, wait, are we retarded? Because I'm not feeling too sharp right now. And he was like the wolf from Pulp Fiction. He was just calm and collected. He's been here, done that. And he was like, I saw this coming. And I was like, what? You saw this coming and we still came here? Why didn't we just stay at my house? And then he was like, no, that's just what they want you to think. And I was like, who? And will you please stop speaking cryptically, because I might be retarded. And I can't decipher what you're saying, so I need you to be clear and direct. And then he's like, I've got a plan. And he says, stand up, act retarded, and then we'll slip out the back end. And I was like, Mark, I don't think we have to act. Yeah. It's feeling kind of natural right now. And then, have you guys ever done Ambien? Tried Ambien? I wouldn't recommend it. That shit is fucking hardcore. And my son has some great stories of me doing Ambien that I have to go on his word, because I have no knowledge of it. The first one, I was lecturing him about his grades in school, and then he said, all of a sudden you just fell back and slumped against the wall and slid down, and you were like, get A's. Like it was my dying wish. Get A's. If you do anything. And so he helped me to my room, and he said I dropped my pants around my ankles, and then I just fucking face planted onto the bed. And he left me that way sideways on the bed. I wasn't even in the right position. And he said he thought I was good, and then a little while later, he heard a crash outside on the deck and a lot of commotion. And he goes out there, and he sees me on my back on the deck, still with my pants around my ankles, with chairs knocked over, and I'm going, my back, my back. And so he thought I hurt my back until he rolled me over, and he saw that my lit cigarette that I was smoking was burning my back. I was on fire. I was smoldering. Give it up for my son. He's a hero. He saved me. Thank you, Lord. I would not be here today. I would be a charred piece of Ambien coal. And my second story is I took Ambien, and then I realized I was out of cigarettes, and I drove 2 blocks to the convenience store and then came back. But cops saw me swerve out of the parking lot. And I'm like, how else are you supposed to get out of the parking lot?
You're supposed to
You
swerve.
don't just drive straight. And so they pulled me over in my driveway. And then they got me out for a sobriety test. And if you've ever had a DUI test, the first thing they do is say stand on one leg. And I was like, oh my God, that's not fucking happening. Because it just kicked in. I was kind of fine going there and back. And then like, the stand on one leg test, I did it 10 times thinking that if I succeeded on the 10th time, they would let me go. Not knowing that you were done the first time. It's not a keep trying thing. And then they told me to say my alphabet backwards, and this one I was ready for. With my unconscious muscle memory, I know how to sing the alphabet backwards. And so I was like, ZYXW2. Oh, I can't do it now. But anyway, I nailed it. I know I nailed it that night. And he goes, yeah, that's an automatic fail if people sing it backwards. I'm just supposed to say it. And so I get arrested. That's surprising. And I go to jail. And they throw me in the drunk tank. And you're not supposed to stay awake on Ambien. It kind of produces trippy-like effects. And so there I am tripping in the drunk tank in jail and looking around at all the people. And I was like, oh my God, it happened again. Everybody went retarded.